Alright guys, so now that you're learning how to use touch controls using my videos, we're going to utilize it in this video. We're going to go ahead and face the champ to grab some of your attentions. It's very common for somebody not to be comfortable using touch controls when receiving the kickoff. So if you want, you can use analog stick instead. Once the kickoff is done, you can return to touch controls using save and exit. So on this first play, I like to use post corners. This is my 4th and long play. I use my 4th and long play as the very first play because I want to know if it's countered. In a key situation, when I need to use this play, it's very important for me to know if it's countered or not. Let's go ahead and bootleg very wide. We're going to create a window right there to throw it to Crabtree. See, by bootlegging all the way to that right side, we created a nice little window for us to lob it into Crabtree. Or laser beam it. The most dangerous thing about bootlegging right with the left-handed QB, or bootlegging left with the right-handed QB, is you have to take a couple seconds to set your feet before you throw it. When you take a couple seconds to set your feet, it's possible for that defensive lineman or that linebacker to catch up to you. He might sack you. He might cause a fumble. He might cause you to throw it up in the air as a fucking duck and get pick six. So on this play, we're utilizing a wheel route. Looks like zone coverage. We're gonna slightly lob it over the top. Once he passed that first layer of zone coverage, there was nobody on him. We're gonna go ahead and use double hitch here. On this play, I like bootlegging right. Gronkowski is my primary target. If he is in single coverage, I throw it to him. Otherwise, I simply bootleg around Crabtree and I run up the field. You see Crabtree's keeping that guy busy right there, so I'm just running up the field by myself. You want to make sure you stay on that sideline just in case you fumble. It might go out of bounds. If you get tackled, they might just push you softly out of bounds. So that's very nice to happen. On this play, we see Crabtree is taking a drag route into the middle of the field. If Watkins is open, we might throw it there. I usually don't like doing that though. You got Johnson who might run up the field, or he distracts the linebacker. You got Johnson right there distracting. We noticed right there that Johnson headed straight up the field and that cornerback stayed in the zone. Since that cornerback was in zone coverage, that means we wouldn't have been able to rush it with Vick. So I made a split-second decision to lob it over to Johnson because I noticed that there was only one player, one defenseman there. Alright, so this is a 2-point play. 2-point play is pretty much a gimme using touch controls. The reason it is a gimme is because we got, let's see, Ezekiel Ansah. This guy has a pretty weak lineman. Jesus. Ansah's pretty fast though, so you wanna definitely respect his speed. Possibly take a very wide route when you're scoring. Usually on the 2-point play, I like to take a wide route with Vick and just run it in by himself. So here you go. You gotta take a wide route and you just run it in. That's basically all you gotta do on 2-point play. Take a wide route, you run it in with Vick.